Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Stephanie and I'm a physical therapist. And today I want to go through a hip mobility routine. Hip mobility is important because mobility at the hips, if the hips are moving properly, that's less stress on the knees, on the ankles and feet, and on the low back. So you really want to get those hips moving. So today we're going to go through a routine that doesn't involve kneeling. I know that some people have a hard time kneeling or it hurts your knees. So I'm going to go through a routine that you can do without any kneeling at all. And this is just a quick routine you can do daily if you want to, or every other day, just to loosen up those hips and get them moving like you want them to. Okay, so we're going to start in this position, and you want to bring one foot up like this and just lean forward into it, and then extend it, and then bring the other one up and lean forward, and we're just going to alternate back and forth. And if you can't lean forward that far, I'm a little tight, so I can't lean forward that far. That's okay. As long as you're kind of feeling that stretch. This is a good one for the piriformis back here too. When you lean forward, you want to make sure you keep your back straight. So you don't want to be hunching forward. You want to lean forward here, and you're going to feel it a little bit more. You're just going to lean forward, just alternate back and forth. You may be able to go a little bit more the more you go through this. You just go back and forth. You can hold it a little bit longer if you want to. I like to kind of keep moving, get the blood flowing. But if it feels good and you feel like you want the stretch, just feel free to hold it a little bit longer, maybe 5-10 seconds. All right, let's do one more on each side. And then last one here. Okay, and then from here, there's two ways to do this next one. You can put your hands behind you if you need to. What we're going to do is lift your leg up and out to the side, and then back to the middle. Lift up and back to the middle. You can also, if you want more of a challenge, put your hands here, put your hands out here, out to the side, back to the middle. So this is working on mobility and strength, especially of those hip flexors. You want to really make sure your knees stay straight on this one. And if you find it too difficult to come out to the side, you can start just lifting, lifting. You can lean back if you need to. And just lift or lift and come out to the side. Sometimes it's helpful if you put like a water bottle or a yoga block on the floor so you're lifting over something. It's kind of a visual help. And we'll go back and forth a few more times. You can also do this lying down if you really just find it too difficult to do it sitting. Just go back and forth. This is a good one for quad strength too, so this can help with knee pain. Okay, from there, we're going to bring both our feet together into a butterfly. And bring your feet as close to you as you can. You want to be comfortable. It may be a little bit tight, but it shouldn't be painful. So you're going to put your elbows on your knees, hands are on the ankles. And what we're going to do for this one, keep your back as straight as you can. You're going to push down with your elbows for 5 seconds. And then you're going to push up with your knees into your elbows for 5 seconds. And then you're going to switch. And then push up again. This kind of deepens the stretch. You'll see once you push up, you'll be able to push down a little bit more. So we're going to push up and then push down and push up and push down, push up and push down. Do one more. We'll push up and push down. This is a good one for really increasing that groin mobility. That is often missed in mobility routines and other strengthening. You really want to increase that mobility because that really can help your hip pain and pelvic pain and even your back pain and prevent injuries in those areas. Okay, so from there, we're going to sit like this with our feet here, and we're just going to do kind of a bear sit. So you want to grab your ankles, put your arms on the inside of your knees and just sit up as tall as you can. And you can move your feet closer if you want a deeper stretch. Just going to hold the stretch for 5 to 10 seconds. Just see how it feels. Just really sit up straight. This can kind of be a good stretch for your back too, help your posture. And then from there, you can relax. We're just going to do this 3 times. So you sit up straight, kind of push. You want to kind of push out into your knees to kind of open up those hips. And just sit in this position 5 or 10 seconds, just however long you feel comfortable sitting here. And then relax for a couple seconds. We'll do that one more time. Just kind of pushing out, sitting up tall, really opening up those hips. This also helps the groin or the adductors in here. Okay. Then from there, we're going to stay in that position and do a kick out. So if your hamstrings are tight, this may be difficult, but do it the best you can because this will help hamstring flexibility. So my hamstrings are tight, so it's hard for me to straighten my knee completely, but I can kick it out there. So put your hands behind you. You just want to kick out as high as you can, just back and forth. And if you need to bring your feet out a little bit, that's okay too. Get into the position that you can do. This is called a bear sit kick out. Just going to alternate back and forth here. Just kicking out, kicking out. If you want to take a little break, you can. Sometimes that causes your hips to cramp because you're just in that position. So you can bring your legs out a little bit and do it from that position. Just whatever's most comfortable for you. So if your hamstrings are tighter, you may need to keep your feet out a little bit more. You can also lean back more. That may be helpful too. So whatever feels comfortable. Just going to do a few more kickouts. Let's do 2 more on each side. So we'll go 1 and 2. Okay, then from there, I'm going to show you this way. You're just going to come up into a tabletop position. So hands behind you, just going to push up here as high as you can, pause for a second, come back down. Just opening up the front of your hips here, and then back down. Just up and down here. As high as you can go. You want to keep your body in a straight line once you get up there. But if you can't quite get up that far, that's okay. All right, let's do this one. We'll do 3 more. We got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then we're going to finish with 1 on our back. And what we're going to do is just cross 1 foot over the other knee. You're just going to rotate, just side to side. This one is good for hips, but it's also good for lower back. Especially when you rotate towards the top knee, you'll really feel that stretch in your hip. Just go as far as you can comfortably. Let's get over there. Let's go 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, and then we'll switch legs and really feel it when you go towards the top leg. And then go the other way. Just go as far as you can comfortably. This is a good one for that piriformis muscle, that muscle kind of deep in your butt. That muscle, if it's tight or irritated, can affect the sciatic nerve and can kind of create sciatic nerve symptoms, that pain or numbness and tingling that goes down the back of your leg. So doing this can kind of help loosen that area up. Okay, let's do 2 more. And 2. Okay, so that's a routine you can do daily if you want to. It just kind of opens up those hips and doesn't involve any kneeling, so it can really protect those knees. And yeah, that's something you can do daily.